Hello, this is the long-awaited project video that for some reason I couldn't remember the word project.
Project.
So I've got some projects that I've spoken about before, some new ones, some languishing WIPS that have been in the naughty corner for a couple of years, not gonna lie, and I've got some shop samples, and then there's one thing that I want to start that I'm going to talk to you about. And also, this isn't all of the projects. I'm exposing myself. This isn't all of the projects that I've got on currently.
There's too many.
The table wouldn't fit them all, so we've just done a selection. Okay, let's start with shop samples. So, this t-shirt is in the brand new Rowan Cotton Trio. This is the colourway Tiger, which is a gorgeous, like, orange coral. It seems to be an in colour this year because we've had quite a few yarns come in this colour. There's one in the Laxtons as well that's very similar. And it's a mix of cotton wool and alpaca. And it was really nice to work with. I wasn't sure to begin with because the yarn has like a crinkly effect almost. Is that what you would describe it as, Dan?
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how it was going to feel when I was working with it and how it was going to knit up, but I'm really impressed with it. It's 4-ply. I love working with 4-ply, and it's got a really easy, I think it was a 4-row stitch pattern repeat, which was really easy to remember. Didn't need to look at my pattern all the time, and yeah, it hangs really nice. This isn't for me. I did the smallest size so it could go on our model. But I suppose it looks like it might.
Fairly close.
It might fit, yeah. So the pattern is from the new Rowan Windswept book. It's called Lawn, the pattern is. And there's like a collection of garments in here. I really like the one on the front as well, actually, but that would have taken too long.
Great summer patterns, isn't they, from
Yeah,
Rowan?
that one would have taken too long because it's just a shop sample. But there's a couple in there that I fancy going back and doing for myself. So yeah, that's the first one. And then another shop sample that I've done. Oh, I'm obsessed at the moment with making scrunchies. So this one is with one strand of Fyberspates and one strand of the Rico Make It flowers, or Make It Blümchen. And I thought those colours just were perfect together. So a little sample that I could make quickly is a scrunchie. I did this one on 3mm needles, and then I wanted to also do a sample of the Make It Rainbow Glitz, is it called?
I think so, yeah.
So I used one strand of the Make It Rainbow Glitz, which is this one here, and one strand of Fyberspates. I believe this one's Onyx. I can't remember if it's Onyx or Noir.
I think Noir's darker.
Oh, is it? And I thought I made them the same size, but I obviously didn't because the black one's a little bit smaller, but absolutely obsessed. I even think that I might make some just to wear like as a bracelet.
Sure.
People do that.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh. And I'm going to make another one with this one and this.
Variators.
How amazing are they going to look together? This one might have to be a bracelet one. But yeah, so this is the Fyberspates in quite a new colourway. It's called Glow. And
yeah, there was Glow and there was like a lilac-y purple, which was nice.
I think it's called Violet's the other one. But yeah, so really simple. All I did, well, this one actually, I used 3.5mm needles because my 3mm needles were being used on another project. Oh, I've not got that one. I'll have to grab it quickly. So this one was 3mm. This was 3.5. I think I prefer how the 3mm one looks. So when I do this one, I'm going to use 3mm needles. Just personal preference. I just cast on 100 stitches in a circle, knit a tube to however big I wanted it, put the bobble inside, and then Kitchener stitched it closed.
Good little stocking filler at Christmas because you get a fair few out of that.
Oh yeah, I've got loads of that left, haven't I? And I've only done one, so I could probably do 2 or 3 more out of that. So yeah, you could get a couple of balls and make everybody some scrunchies for Christmas. Okay, so this sample here, let me get the pattern. This is one that we've put together for a kit for festival goers, so that's the pattern. And then I made the sample up. Really quick, didn't take me long at all. It's just half treble crochet, and then it's got a chain at the back so that you can. I wouldn't show the back because it's
quick peek.
The thingy that we've got, what's this called? The mannequin that we've got is too...
Not great.
Well, it's not great, and it's too small as well, so I've had to pull it really tight to make it fit. But a really simple festival top, if you want to do your first crochet project. And we've put together kits, so you get all the colours that you need and the pattern for a cheaper price than if you bought it normally. And if you fancy making a matching one with your friend, then there'll be plenty of wool left over to make a matching one, or a bag we thought about, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's a good pattern if you've got scrap yarn that you want to make something with.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to do it with the wool that it says in the pattern, but this is with Sirdar Stories, which is a cotton and acrylic mix, which we really like for crochet. And Sirdar kind of market it as a crochet yarn, so a lot of patterns are crochet patterns, which is unusual.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. I'm working on a sock for Dan. I was working on this a couple of podcast episodes ago, and I haven't
gone back to it.
I haven't gone back to it.
My
yet.
feet are cold.
I've done a provisional cast on because I'm going to do a different colour top. I need to sneeze. And I was going to put some knitting elastic in, but I think I've decided I'm not going to put knitting elastic in. I'm just going to do a ribbed top for him, and that's going to be orange. And then I've got some blue for the toe as well that I dyed. So I will get these finished. I just have had other things on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know where I stand in this.
I'm just using my tried and tested sock pattern, but instead of just doing knit stitches on the leg and on the top of the foot, I'm doing a 1x1 rib, which also is taking me longer to do because 1x1 rib takes longer to do. But I'm nearly there. I'm on the foot, and then I've just got another one to do.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the table, and there's a few more pairs of socks here. What's this all about?
Yeah, so this sock here, I did this sock in our first sock course. So I made this alongside people who were on the course, and then another sock course started a couple of weeks ago. So I'm starting the second sock for that sock course.
Okay, you couldn't use my socks in the sock course?
No, because yours is a 1x1 rib, and this isn't.
Right.
So I've got 1 1/4 socks done there. That is good for me.
Yeah, but then there's a sock yarn here as well.
Right, hang on a second. You're jumping ahead. So
we just need to get to the bottom of why I don't have a pair of socks.
So this is my sock pattern that I've made, and yeah, it's just a vanilla sock, and it fits. It's great.
Fairly simple.
Fairly simple, yeah. Nothing fancy, but it shows off the wool really nicely. Somebody was using this wool in a sock class before Christmas, and I really liked it, so I thought I'm going to do one for me. Yes, I'm still doing yours, Dan. I've also got another sock on the go that I started yesterday. Because we've got a brand new yarn that's coming. We've ordered it, we're waiting for it to arrive, and it is King Cole Rebel, it's called. This is, I've done the cuff and I've started on the leg so far. It is, if you've ever used Riot, let me grab a Riot. It is the same makeup as Riot, is that true?
Yes, the posters under the Hexagon.
No, that's not a poster, that's just a... Let me just grab the ball band because I think it might be a little bit different. I'm back. We had a delivery, it was chaos, everything happened all at once. So it is 75% superwash wool, 25% merino, which is very typical of a sock yarn. It is spun in the same way as the Riot is. So if you've used Riot and you understand that it's quite a loose spin, then you'll know what I mean. It is very fluffy. Here you go, you can see it's got like a bit of a haze around it compared to like my other sock yarn. So this
more
is
defined colours on the opal.
Yeah, but I do really like how the colours are gradient. Like
yeah, if you show that poster that I gave you.
Yeah, so these are all the colours that are available. We've only gone for 4 of the colours because there was a couple that we didn't think would, I think it was these 2 that we weren't sure whether would sell very well. So we've gone for like the rainbow ones.
But they are very cool.
It is very cool.
And the garment patterns were nice as well.
Yes, so it is 4-ply, but they have done some garment patterns as well as socks and accessories. And there was a vest top that I really liked, so I'm probably going to make one of those as well.
Before or after my socks?
After. But so far, I'm really enjoying it, and because I've worked with Right before, I understand how
it reacts and behaves.
And I probably wouldn't recommend it for your first pair of socks because you can easily split this wool, and I feel like that would then put somebody off continuing knitting socks, especially if you're not used to using small needles. But if you're a seasoned sock knitter, then this is a good one. And we've been waiting for it. We were originally promised it in November last year, weren't we? We've been waiting for so long for it to come out, and it's finally out, and here it is, and it's exciting. So that's another shop sample. I think that's all of my shop samples.
Okay.
So let's move on to my actual projects. I've got a Hexicardi in the works. I've done one side and I've sewed it up. I started this in the Hexicardi course, and then time just got away with me and I haven't finished it yet. So I've done one side of it. I did make one similar, which is in a previous video, for our daughter, and she won't wear it because she doesn't like it.
Because it's not pink and it'd have rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, and I wanted to make one for myself, so I started this one for myself, and I've added yellow in. She hasn't got yellow in hers. I'm not sure if I love the yellow, but that's the choice
that gets bigger, right? Because I don't like it's for you.
Yeah, this isn't finished yet. I've got quite a few more rows to do.
It's very 70s though. It's quite cool.
Somebody said that it was Scooby-Doo colours, and I really like that. So yes, there's still a Hexicardi on the go, and it's a mixture of wools. I've got Pricewise and I've got Big Value DK in there as well. So that's just something that if I've got a few minutes, I'll just do a couple of rows on. But I'm not in a rush to get it done. Probably won't wear it now until autumn anyway, so I'm not in a rush. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just looking at my socks. Longingly
looking at your socks. Right, let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
This one is, I'm not following a pattern. I'm making it up as I go along. It's knit in Jewel Spun Ombre. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's Jewel Spun Aran, and the colour is Midnight Fjords, I believe.
The correct answer will be on the screen now.
I think that's right. So I've knit plenty of vests that I thought I don't need to follow a pattern. So I'm just making it up as I go along, and then I wanted to have like a frill around the bottom. So I just worked into every stitch and doubled it, and then I've done an I-cord edge as well. Obviously it needs blocking, and this is only the front. But what my vision was is a vest that can go over like a shirt or something, and then it's going to have an I-cord edge around here and then tie at the sides.
Looks like a little dress at the minute.
Well, it's like a peplum top, that's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, so it's just a pattern that I'm working on. I've still got half a ball left. I really wanted to do something in the Jewel Spun Aran, specifically this colourway, because I love it. But I didn't want something that was going to take me ages to make.
And when did you start this?
I started this a few months ago.
Sorry, say that again. Okay, for the camera picked it up.
I started this a few months ago.
Okay. Before or after my sock?
Before. And I thought, oh, this will just whip up quick. I did this and started other things, so this has not been finished
This
yet.
Seems to be a prevailing habit of yours.
I know, I'm terrible. I wish I was one of those people that would work on one project, do the whole thing, and then move on to the next one. I'm just not, and I've come to terms with it.
Case in point.
Right. So,
shall we? Let's just talk about
this one.
Yeah.
This one's looking great. I've done loads on this one.
You was almost like on a roll to get this finished, and then you just.
So last time we spoke about this one, I think I was here, like in this red section here, and I thought, okay, I need to do one more rainbow repeat, which I've done. So that's the body, and then I have split for the back and the front. So this is the back at the moment. I've started on the back. However, the reason I'm going to justify why I've not been working on this. The reason I've not been working on this as much is because when it was in the round, it was really easy to change colour every row and just carry the previous colour up a row. If you worked in the round, you'll know what I mean. But now that I've split for the back and front, I'm changing every row. So I'm having to cut the yarn off every row and start a new one and then weave in the ends. So it's just a lot more work now that I'm working back and forth. But I just need to be strict to myself.
It's going to look great when it's done.
It is going to look great. I do feel like it is very bright. And I know that when I did a swatch, I didn't think it was bright enough. But now seeing all the colours together, I'm not sure. It will look good, and I will get a lot of wear out of it.
You will.
But I could have done it a bit more muted, like the pattern. So the pattern is from the Rowan. It's one of the little fall project books. It's called Tamar, the pattern, but I can't remember what the...
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, I can't remember what the book's called. But, yeah, so I'm just on the armholes. When I do the sleeves in the round, I believe. So that's going to be easy again with the colour changing. It's just working the front and the back separate, doing single rows of colours and changing colour every single row, except for 3 rows where you do the same colour. So that's my reasoning for not working on that. Are you satisfied with that reason?
Sure.
And then I have 2 projects that have been in the naughty corner. One of them has been in the naughty corner for 2 and a bit years, and one of them has been in the naughty corner for 2 and a bit years.
Honestly.
So let's start with this one. This one is called the Amedeo cardigan. It's by Calibri by Joanna, I believe her Instagram name is, and it's just a lovely DK cardigan with an eyelet design that's in like V's, and I really like eyelets, and I was going through an eyelet moment, and this is what I decided on. The wool that I'm using is Fyberspates Coop knits sock, yeah, DK, and the colour, I cannot pronounce it at all.
Is that a discontinued yarn now, do you think?
I don't think so. It's Dionythus? We'll put it on the Dionythus 205. So it's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. So it can be used for double knit socks, but I'm doing a jumper out of it, a cardigan rather. And this pattern does come in a jumper and a t-shirt as well, but I'm doing the cardigan. So this is why I've not finished it. I've done half the back. I kept getting confused. I had just had a baby when I was trying to do this, so I'm going to blame baby brain. I got confused with the pattern, so I thought, okay, I'm going to put the back on hold for a bit, and I'm going to do the fronts. I've done one front. Success. This is the left front. It looks good, right? Yeah. Really nice. It hangs really well. I love how the colour's like a bit heathered. So that was great. I've done that front.
You're building up to something.
Then I cast on the second front. Fantastic. I did most of the second front. I've already undone some. However, in between doing the first front and the second front, I borrowed the needles for another pattern. Don't know what it was. So then put this just on a needle. Didn't check the size of the needle when I started knitting it again. So I knit the majority of this front on the wrong size needle.
And that's why it's been...
And that's why it's been in the naughty corner, because it's so much smaller. I wondered if I could get away with it. Let me just see if I can line this out so you can see how much smaller it is. I thought I could get away with it. But there, look, it's like an inch and a half smaller. So I've got to undo all of this and re-knit it on the correct size needle. And it is going to look really nice because I love the drape and the gauge of the correct size. But I don't know why I just didn't check the needle size. So all that work just got to be undone all that time. That's why it's been in the naughty corner until I've got over it. Maybe I'm over it, I don't know. But once I get back into it, the annoying thing is I know that I'll get so much wear out of this, and that's why I was doing it. I've got a jumper that's in a similar colour that I wear all the time, and I wanted it, and a cardigan actually, and I wanted it to replace those things. And still 2.5 years later, I'm still wearing the old ones. But I know that I'll get loads of wear out of this, and because it's got the eyelet design, it's good for spring and summer as well. So I'm going to force myself to get back into this. And I'm sure Dan will hold me to that.
Everyone watching, hold Hannah to it.
Okay, the last languishing project that I've got that I really want to finish is an Advent project. I started it, it's 2020, 2022 advent, I think it was. And it's by the Fyberspates. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous colours. I love it. I can't remember what she called it. I'll have to have a look. But it was like, I feel like it was like Forbidden Forest or something. So they were really deep tones and witchy kind of Beauty and the Beast vibes. So I got that and I was making it and then stopped. I've got no reason why I stopped. I just put it down, and then the pattern that I'm following, I think it's called the Adventure Wrap. It's an 88 row repeat pattern. I don't know what row. I'm terrible for not keeping notes on what row I'm on, so I've got to figure out what row I'm on. That's why I've been putting it off for 2.5 years.
Have you considered a row counter?
I have not. Do we sell them?
We do sell row counters.
Sometimes I do tally, but for some reason I didn't. So this is it so far. It is beautiful. The colours are gorgeous. The gradient is gorgeous. The pattern is lovely. This stitch marker is just to tell me that this is the right side. And I've still got some pinks to go through, and some reds, some like oranges, and then yellows. So because it was an advent, there's 24 colours. I think I've done, or I'm on colour 14, so I've still got 10 colours to put into it. So it is going to be a long scarf shawl thing. But the reason I want to start doing it again is because this winter I've been wearing scarves and shawls in the shop, and I've found it really helpful just to keep me a little bit warmer, like you've been doing as well, haven't you? So that's sort of spurred me on to finish this ready for autumn. And because it's 4-ply sock yarn, it's light, so it's not a really heavy thing to be working on during summer. So that's what I need to get done on that. But it's just beautiful, and I know that it's going to be stunning when it's finished. I don't think I've ever said stunning.
I think in all the time I know you're stunning.
I don't think I've ever said stunning in my life. But isn't it beautiful? I just love looking at it.
Yeah. How about finishing it, and then you can look at it.
So, yes, that is a languishing whip that I'm going to pick back up. There's one more thing. So, we have the new Jamboree. This is 100% acrylic. It's from King Cole. This is my favourite colour.
Are you about to say you're going to start a project?
Yes.
Okay, but this isn't all of the projects you've got to finish. Go on.
I'm not understanding the question. So I'm going to make...
You're going to start a project and then finish it in 4 years' time?
I'm going to start this project around all of this and all the stuff that's at home as well that I couldn't carry. Anyway, this is Jamboree. It's 100% acrylic, but it looks like cotton.
Feels so soft.
It feels so soft. This is my favourite colour. It's called Samba Spectacle. Not sure why they've got such strange names, but the pattern that I would like to do, that I'm going to do, and I will finish.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm going to do it and I will finish. This year.
Say that again.
I'm going to do it this year and I will finish it this year. I know that you're going to use that clip in a future video when I haven't.
Correct.
So this is the jumper, and to be honest, it's a similar pattern. You know the jumper that I did for you, the Rico pattern in the Explorer. It's got like a similar stitch pattern. I don't know what to say. So I just really like it. It's got lots of texture. I really like how it's got a long rib as well on the sleeve. I will do it shorter because I prefer shorter jumpers and cardigans so I can wear them with skirts and dresses. But I do like how it has like a wide, almost boat neck as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And I believe that this is in this colour as well, yeah. And on the back of the pattern there's a t-shirt. I don't think I'd wear a knitted t-shirt myself because I don't wear short sleeves, so definitely going to go for that one. But that's a good summer knit.
Yeah, if you finish it in summer.
If you finish it in summer. You could wear it in winter as well.
Just that. As punishment.
So I think that's everything that I've got going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot, I think you'll agree.
Maybe next episode we'll dig out some of the other projects.
Yes, there is. I've got, yeah. there's not that many more. Hello. We've just filmed a project update video, and I was just putting my projects away, and I found another project that I didn't talk about, so I will talk about it in the next one.
You forgot about it as well.
I didn't forget about it. I was looking for it the other day. It's a vest top, and it's beautiful. I think you'll agree. So I will oh, there's another one here as well. I will talk about these in the next one. There's a jumper.
Have a guess below, if you're watching this, how many projects Hannah's got.
There's a blanket. There's a blanket that is going to be beautiful, stunning, when I've finished it. However, I've only done like a few hexagons of it. But actually, I should probably bring that to show you, because when it's finished, it'll be lovely.
And all the advents that you've never even started.
Yes. I mean, you just outed me. I was going to do a stash video over Christmas. Ran out of time, but also...
there's not enough hours on YouTube.
I couldn't carry it all to bring it to the shop. That's the problem. I've got lots of advents that I've bought and don't know what to do with. So now I don't buy advents. That's a lesson that I learned.
Well, I think if you want to see Hannah's advent collection...
No, it's not a collection. I've got 2 advents.
3 or 4?
No, I've got 2, and then I've got yarn stashed.
No, there's more than 2.
I don't think.
Right, we're going to do an advent stash collection video in the next few months.
I think we could just do a stash collection, but I feel like you might divorce me. So, happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy crafting, whatever you're doing. Please tell me in the comments below that I am not the only one who has got this many projects on the go and is a serial project starter. There's something about casting on a new project that's so exciting, and I can't help myself.
And then you see another yarn, you go, oh, so anyway.
Yeah, well, it's even worse here, because I see all the new yarns coming in and pick all the new yarns that are coming in, and I love them. So, of course, I'm going to want to make something with them. It's not fair that other people get to make stuff with it and not me. That's my reason.
Well, you did your Laxton samples, which we won't talk about because you made a mistake.
So, yes, hope you have a lovely day, and we'll see you very soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.